Hey guys, this is a quick video, NunoFix here. So this is a quick video about the Audi A3 2-liter diesel, the engine BKD. I have an issue, so when the car is cold it starts very well, but when it's hot it struggles to start. So I found something interesting, but I know my battery is not strong, because all the time when I connect the scanner, the OBD11, it says orange is not strong enough. But well, I got the car already 1 month because this car was broken, so I fixed it. Now I'm using for work. So one thing I found is when I start ignition, so the temperature is down, like you can see. And now I will show you something interesting. So it maybe can be different cases for other people, but I believe my case will be a battery or maybe as well the starter. But I will change the battery first, because I see something here funny. So if you see here the RPM, yeah, so when the engine is cold, let's see if I can film. You see, you can see straight away like 427 RPM when it's cranking, okay, when it's cold. The thing is, when it's hot it cranks only 187, so it's not enough. It should crank at least 280 or 240. I think 280 is for the injector's fire. So this explains is my battery is not good. Okay, so what I will do, I will go now Euro car parts, and then I will make a clip when the car will be very hot, and you will see the speed when it's cranking, and you will see it's very low. Okay, so stay tuned. Hello guys again. So I'm inside the garage. I pick up already the battery, so we'll show you what happens. So now the temperature, sorry about that, the temperature is in the middle, let's say. So now we'll go through the scanner, just waiting, and we will try crank and see the speed. Okay, so only one thing I see is, because that is 90 degrees, but here says it's 80 degrees, so I don't think this is correct, but okay, we will ignore this for now. So now I will crank the car and have a look the RPM. You see, it starts 74, then it go 212, and then it starts. I believe this is well, my battery is not good anyway, because I know that, but we will try put a new battery on and see what will happen, if we'll improve or not. So for change the battery is very quick, so I will do now. The temperature is still hot, and then we will try after that. Okay, but that sensor is a little bit weird. It says 81, it should be 90, like it is 90. Even now we go a little bit up more, so let's log in again. Don't sound right to me. So let's see again, what is the temperature now? So now is 82. So the temperature, I believe, is far off, maybe 10 degrees. I don't know if it's this causing the problem to the car, but we will have a look. So we will change the battery and we will come back in a minute. Right, so now I think it's lots of videos in YouTube how to show to change the battery, but just will film this, it will be a help or not. So we take this cover off first. Well, actually it's this one, the cover off first, then this one on the sides. So now we will disconnect these two. So it's a 10 mil. Just put the cable somewhere here tight, so it's not in the way. And then the negative. So now is a 13 mil bolt in there, which holds the battery in place. even will be good to see how the car will start, because it will still be hot, isn't it? So let's try, don't take all the bolt out, because otherwise it will be a nightmare to fit. Let's see if it comes off. Yeah. I tell you what, I think I will try remove the bolt. I think will be better. Just I need a way to grab it. Otherwise it will go down, like I can see already. It's not in a good position. So I can get... You can get a pliers, so if you got a magnet, it will help. That's it. So bolt here, and the plate is here as well. And now the battery just pop up. There you go. Out if the old, in if the new. And that one have a light on, green light, so this means it's good. Take the caps off. Now we put the plate again back. Then now will be tricky because the magnet now will let this go. So well, I need something else. Okay. I think the plate I put in around another way around. Oh, actually, it should be correct. It's like that. There we go. It's not very. It will be better if we remove the air intake, you know. I mean, this it will give you more access, so if you want the job easier, just do that. So now I just have to see a way. I don't need to really film this because you know how to do it. Right, so the magnet, you can try twisted the bolt, do a little bit in the thread. And now I should be able to tighten the bolt. Okay, so you should hold. That's it. That's better. So don't be mad, you don't need over tightening. Now we can connect the cables. So that one goes here. 10mm again. And positive. Moment of truth. Anyway, I need a new battery, so it will stay anyway, even if you don't fix the problem. Right, let's start the car and see how it starts. Just wait a minute because I leave the tripod in the top of the engine. Right, so let's try again. So start ignition. The ESP light and the steering wheel light will be on because we disconnect the battery, but after you start driving it will go off, okay? Well, looks like it's not the problem from the battery. like you can see, it's still exactly the same issue. So let's kill the car. Try again. No. My friends, this is not a battery. Okay? So now what I just turned off the camera for some reason, I don't know why. So let's now take the scanner again. So for you see, number one, battery is not a battery. So it's still exactly the same issue. Okay, so the battery now will help you in this problem. Maybe in some cases can, but see? So now you say 76C and my needle is just a little bit down. So that's not right. It's still 208. So to me, it can be two possible things. Number one, the sensor is not reading correct for some reason, but I will probably change the sensor because some people say it's the issue. Because if you see the needle, it's close to 90, but it says 77. I'm not happy with that. And number two, probably the starter, because the people say when the starter gets hot, he gets tired. So probably it's the starter problem. So I have to try now the starter. So I'm not happy about the battery. So what I will do is take the battery out and take back and just replace for a starter. I don't think it's the temperature sensor, because if you see, the crank speed is a little bit low. Well, now I didn't reset the scanner, so it didn't pick up. Okay guys, so that's the thing, it's not the battery. So we have to see what caused this problem. Even now the temperature sensor say -6. That can't be right, is it? -6. Well, -6 because the scanner is lost. Let's try again. But I don't know where he gets this. So when you turn off the car, he gets -6. So that's weird. Okay, so I don't want that. Data freeze. Complete data. 79 degrees. It's almost 90. So I believe the sensor is not good either. Right, so the next step will be probably to change the sensor and the starter, because I don't think the sensor will cause the engine to turn slower. The starter will. So okay, we will come back to the starter then. Hello guys again. So before I go Euro Car Parts pick up a starter, I just try something else. So I put the old battery back and I disconnect the temperature sensor, and watch this. Starts very good. That's weird, isn't it? The car is hot, but the sensor is disconnected, that's why you can't see the reading, but okay. So now we will connect the sensor back. First I have to, the sensor, well, I have to take these pipes in here for that access, because otherwise it's a tight fit in there, and the sensor is somewhere in there, and you just have to follow the thermostat thing. So I connect now the sensor, so I just will put these pipes here, this one in here. So now we start again. It looks like now the temperature even is in 0. That's not right, is it? Should go up. Okay, let's try again. Now he goes where he should be. To be honest, I believe this is really the sensor, not really the battery or the starter. So what I have to do is just go Euro Car Parts, pick up a new sensor, put a sensor in, and we will see the difference. Okay, so I will go Aero Car Parts Exchange and give the battery back and say, well, it was a mistake, it wasn't the battery, so this should be alright if that, and then get the sensor and see how it goes. Okay, so we come back in a minute. Hey guys, Fix here. So this is about the Audi, the warm start problem. So far I will tell you what I changed out. So we tried the battery, it didn't work. So we disconnect the temperature sensors, and the engine actually starts alright, but I believe because it gives more power because it's cold. You think it's cold, I don't know. But okay, so I was thinking the sensors is faulty, so it's two of those. I don't know where the other one is, but two of those I put new, exactly the same problem. So warm start, it takes ages to start, 5 seconds, 8 seconds sometimes. Then I changed the crankshaft sensor. Well, looks like somebody changed this one already because it's not original from Audi. But guess what? After I change, nothing happened. Still exactly the same. The only difference I notice is when you crank the engine, it's not juddering, you know, it's not shaking. It's cranking, but it don't start. It takes like 5 seconds to fire up. So this was a pain to change because I have to take off all the the oil housing, yeah, and this is a nightmare. Like you can see, there's lots of bits in there, so everything this have to come off. Very sorry to not film how to take this off, but you know, this is very easy. As soon as you start take the EGR and the flap motor out, you can see some bolts to take it out and remove the oil filter housing. I just recommend you have new washers and new gasket to bolt to the block, okay? And then is a quite trick position for take this out if like a 11 Allen key, or the bolt is missing from here now. And when you put in, you just have to make sure you engage this pin in a housing from the gearbox, and then in here you have this notch, so you should line up in an engine or in a gearbox, I think. No, sorry, in the engine, forgot what I said. This notch is in the engine in the bottom. You can see if you put a mirror, there's not much space for you to look inside. And then this notch have to go in a hole as well, so you have to tight if the fingers, and then just if the Allen key, tight the bolt, and eventually the threads go in and the sensor stays secure in place. Now, so it's not this sensor, yeah. Another thing I was doing, so I will show you later when tomorrow I will put the starter, is something to do about the engine behind or ahead. But the next video I will show you what I did as well. So my engine was like minus 245, so I will put the pictures in here in the video, the before and after. And so they call like the torsion value, I think is how they call. I'm not sure, but I think is how they call. And mine was a little bit retard, okay? So I just pushed forward a little bit and now it's 0. So I was thinking this is the problem for starting, the warm start, because some people complain, oh, the engine, the timing was a little bit out, so I adjust and then the car was fine. But in my case, it's 0, it's still exactly the same, no change whatsoever. The only thing I have to see now is the miles per gallon, if will increase or decrease. Because some people, they said they put right on 0 and or close to 0, and then the miles per gallon was worse. So mine at the moment is 58, 55, so that's quite good for this car and the age. But I didn't have now chance to go far and see how the miles per gallon is. Another problem I got now, so today, because the warm start, some people say is the starter, so the starter gets tired, yeah, when it's hot, and then he cranks slower. So I take the old one to the shop. Now I put the battery for charging because I was trying to start. Guess what? So this is the new starter. And guess what? The solenoid is dead. So when you crank the engine, you can hear spinning, but the solenoid don't engage this gear to the flywheel, so you just can hear the motor spinning. So guess what? This is new. I picked up today from Aero Car Parts, and it's dead already. The thing I saw in this, the box was open already. I believe somebody bought this, was broken, they take back, and then now they sell to me. And they keep my good one. It was working well. Not in a warm starts, it was a little bit slow, but it was working. So now the car stay in the garage, so I can do nothing now. I just have to wait, okay? So that's the thing so far. So number 1, we tried the battery, like you see, it didn't work. So number 2, we checked the sensors, we disconnected sensors. It did start alright, but I think maybe something in the ECU think the car is cold, and then he it gives more diesel to start, and then that's why the car starts straight away. So that's the obvious explanation. Number 3, I did change the crankshaft sensor, and looks like it's still exactly the same. Because when I was cranking the car, you see in the video that the cranking was showing 74 RPM. Sometimes when this is hot, they start braking and don't read very well. In a Renault and Citroën, this happen a lot. Okay, I know this is an Audi, but it could be the same case sometimes, yeah. So we tried this one, number 3. So this sensor, it was 2 to change, and it's still exactly the same. The only thing I still have is when the car is in temperature 90 degrees, it still shows the scanner 83. I don't know why, so I think I will pay attention to that. The only thing I found is when you drive like for 1 hour or something, the temperature never go up, it still is in the middle, but the bottom hose is still cold. I don't know if this is normal or not. It's the first time I have a TDI. But some people say it's normal, some people say it's not, so I just will leave this alone. So we will start now. I try the number 4, so I try put the engine on time. So the torsion value, sorry about that, but that word is a little bit weird for I say. It was a little bit out, like minus 245. I will put the pictures in the end of the video so you can see before and after. And then I adjust, it take me 5 attempts to put the in 0, and then it's still exactly the same. So for when it's warm starts, it take longer to start. So it wasn't that. Okay, so the final thing we will do now is the starter. So when I fit the starter, if nothing will change, so we just have to leave the car alone. So I believe this will be something to do with the injectors or something else in a computer. I don't know, but this is what I will try. I noticed in an old starter when I turned the wheel, it was a little bit rough. So we will try the new starter and see how it goes. Okay, so when I will get a new starter, I will make a new clip, and then we will see if this solves the problem. If the starter will be the problem of these engines, so the first thing you should do is check the battery if it's good. If not, change the starter and it should be alright. So stay tuned for see the results. Hello guys, new fix here. Right, so I changed the starter. I got the starter new in the car already, and like I can show you, looks like the starter solved the problem. So if I start the ignition, you can see the temperature is in the middle. And now watch this. It looks like it starts better. It sounds like it still struggles a little bit, but have a listen. Yeah, it looks like it's better. It don't take ages to crank like before. So yes guys, so if you have a problem, if your car starting the Audi A3 or maybe Golf will be the same, so the first thing to do is check the battery and check the start. If the battery is okay, check the starter. So the starter maybe start dying and it turns slow and it's hot. So I changed lots of things like you see before. Even the thermostat I changed, but because the temperature thing, the bottom hose be cold, so now it looks like it's still the same. So just go first for the battery and then the starter. Okay, so I hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching. So if you like the video, put a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, just put thumbs down, and then let me know why you don't like the video, so the next time I can improve. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.